got Utah, we got New Mexico, we got Cali, all the good food, even Flagstaff. And this monkey tards right here love garbage. Just can't make this up. They love garbage.
All the hoes coughing, truck exhaust popping, middle of your berry got the parking lot rocking.
Can't play it all because, you know, I watch videos and they be like driving like long hauls like I do, and then they play like about 5 or 10 seconds of like, you know, top music, but they can't play the whole thing, so I figured why not. Who's in the house? I can't tell. I see Snoo came, man. I don't know who the other person was. You guys need to learn how to hang around, man. I mean, there are people with videos, man. They're live, and it's just crappy stuff. And they're like 200 people waiting to watch. Stupid. No information. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe people don't want information. Maybe they don't want to be helped, you know? You know, who knows, right? It's a possibility. I gotta get my what you call it done. So Yogi. Yogi and Matt's over at the range, so I'm gonna go over here and it's about 4 o'clock right now. My tire pressures are all messed up. I don't have internet on here, so I can't tell like if somebody's watching or not. So if you come in, just hit the chat. I was gonna address something, but you know. I've always known it, but now when I look, I've come to realize every small city I've been to, let me roll the window up, because it's like 50 something degrees, and to me that's hot. Every area I've been to, it doesn't matter, Cocaine or Flag, wherever, I've always rode around also to see how it was established. Now I look at the maps. Where I'm at, the way people keep giving energy to this World War III, and they don't know that they're going to materialize it. And you can't, how can you reach everybody? I know what I can do to have more views and stuff, and I know like all the cussing and all that stuff. And I know that gets on the timid side of a very wicked world. And that's 98%, because they're the ones who they made crafty counsel against. They can't see. They're the hidden ones. And though we are hidden because of the ignorance of most of the people in this land, I'm talking about the true hidden ones. When they arise, see, that's what they're really looking for. Even I don't know where I know they exist. I've been informed, and I can't even say that they're ready or not. It's nothing. I just know that there's plenty of them. The thing is, that's what they want to find, and y'all don't know it because a lot of y'all don't believe in. Well, I have to say believe, because when you don't know, you don't know. But a lot of y'all in your belief systems, you don't believe in, because you're a vineyard away from evil. I told you that I call it Jannah. It means more than darkness, but Jannah is what it is. Like Zinni, with the Navajo say for black and all that other stuff. The issue, though, at hand is, and the reality of it is, these things believe that there is an admirable way of death, and it just doesn't exist. I was watching some videos, just refreshing myself on the aptitude of the individuals in the indoor gun range. I was just talking with Ashton over at the post office. Got a bunch of stuff, VA stuff, so I think I have to schedule my appointment and my life insurance and all that other stuff. Well, and the voting thing. But I was watching 2022, I believe, that guy Webster, when he murdered his fiancee and the 15-year-old girl, from Utah, took them over to California, and he shot them both live Instagram. I watched about 12 videos looking at the individuals, even the young cousin who murdered her friend, playing with their relative's gun in the bathroom. I was looking for very subtle details that are ominous. I was looking at how you can see in people's faces before they act upon something. You can literally see it. And even from watching the video, as if, hey, I am Baby Girl Slaughter. Hey, JB, what's going on? Hey, Snow. I can actually feel them, even though they're deceased and some are locked up. I feel them. It's hard to express it. It's like it's all around. But watching and reading, it's like how you got the heartbeat or whatever, and then you say how the frequency of Earth is, right? It's feeling like a drop, not a peak. It's a bottom drop. It's like you just know. I watched when the army dude blew his head off. I don't advocate violence, not at all. Not like that. As far as the guidelines, I stay within those parameters. And I remember his face, and right before, because I've seen it a number of times, so I never allow myself to expect it, because that allows me to watch it all the way through. I don't have no emotions bound to it, other than I can feel the moment he emptied himself. And what happens in that period of time is darkness, a shroud. It's almost as if a person is automated by the false desire, which is a real one. The false desire, because it's a narrative that shouldn't exist. It's like a make-believe algorithm that people take on. And I was sitting here saying, because I watch Dead Russians, Dead. It's a lot of stuff, y'all, out there. Ukrainians, the war in Congo. Oh, they're recording everything. South America is slowed down, but there's a lot of stuff. And Malaysia, oh man, listen. And I went back over the ISIS videos, the people's faces that were sitting on the det cord and the C4, all the way to the point where it's ignited and they become the red mist or whatever, right? And I'm watching their faces, because when I have that drop feeling, I want to see. It's as if the source knows the exact moment. Is that they have given up. What's given into it is this parameter I'm sensing that there's this love and hate thing, and it's like the hate is supreme, like love is excused. It's not that it's gone. It's not fed. We're dealing with a time of inhospitable, habitual, you can't say man or woman, beast, because that is how they're carrying themselves, lower than the earthly beast. Now, beast means animal. Let's keep it in a small, let's keep it within a small factor. And I feel it. And it's strong with numbers. Excuse me. And I've come to realize something. Y'all gotta really get on the side of love, y'all. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand how eminent it is. I ain't talking about sex and all that. No. Y'all, as far as what you've been made to believe love is, and all I'm telling you is love is just nothing but order. Established. It has no brokenness. They have made love a thing. Love is not a thing. You are not your name. You are not man and woman. You are beyond that. You are definitely not a him, she, sure, and furry and all this other nonsense. Those things are more symptoms. But you really need to pay attention. Though you're immortal, I would say the majority of you, though we express the term love, far from its existence. You know how the news, every platform says the same thing, but they all say it in a different fashion with a different up tempo or low, you know? But if you were to sit there and pay attention and put them all, script them all together, you can actually lay the pictures of the sounds over each other and it would say something. Yet, it's the same thing, because now in the last, I'm talking about increasingly now, in the last month to 2 months, World War III is being pushed so hard, subliminally. Even though it's the physical, people are acting upon it because they're feeding it. Y'all are metastasizing. You are creating this growth, this tumor, and it's got a name. It's WW, and y'all are feeding it. There is no love there. There is no order. There is disorganization, is disorganized chaos, or unorganized chaos. And I believe most people are walking around with that empty feeling I had every time I witness right at the moment, looking at their faces very sternly. I have to see their eyes as long as I can see them, and their mouth. That drop, it's real. It's almost like you vacate your existence. That could be zombie like, and it's increasing. And if you can't feel it, then you're really not tapping into your truth. I don't care about you being Indian, whatever or whatever. No. They have this down to a science. You are the epitome of why science exists. You need to really get deep. Like, I'm not saying this to create fear. That's the last thing. Let fear itself. It shouldn't exist. The problem is, most people are attempting to just live this normal thing they call a life, which is far from normal. If you're on the police force, it's far from normal. If you're a gangster, if you're murdering, it's far from normal. If you're arguing and fighting with your family, it's a thing to step aside and step away. But you don't have to make correction, because most time when you forgive yourself, when you say you forgive, you should forgive yourself. The other person, as long as you haven't overstepped the boundaries, there are boundaries. But sometimes you have to hold yourself accountable. It's not just to the pain, the angst, the horror, the arguing, the fighting, the self-intoxication. It's none of that. You have to really get in who you are. And you've got to hold that, but not wear it. You have to really, really, really forgive yourself. And don't get all fanciful and stuck on it. Forgive yourself and allow yourself to feel that upbeat, that increase. And when you feel that, you take that and you run like a bastard. I ain't talking about through a door, because you're the door. You open and you close. You increase it. So whatever you're doing and you feel an increase, you fight to increase it more. Because I'm not saying this to be mean as in meaning something. The world is ignorant. Somebody dotted their I's, crossed their T's, and made sure that O could stand up to be a Q. Put a leg, kickstand on it. They done did it. I don't think people are really taking it serious. Everybody's living in their little fanciful world, whether it's rapping, this, that, putting the tree up and the lights, and they're doing everything to not allow themselves to breathe. You would think a person, watch these videos, I would have no hope, right? That's the word, hope. I have hope. In this existence, there's a notion within me that y'all can pull through. That's not a look of doubt or discourage. I question everything, even of myself. If only I can make them see what's going to happen to them. I can't. Oh, this is cruel. This is really cruel, man. I just want to come on and say that I got to run in here. I got to look at something. And head on back home so I can sit up and do the read. Hey, JB. I hope y'all get something out of that. That's worthy. Or, all the censoring, this, that, they really believe that they are at the top of the game. Now you got to remember, not everything is controlled from in here. It probably is, but it's controlled out there too. Way out there. Anyway, let me go ahead and do this so I can get back and set up everything. And I appreciate y'all coming to take the time. Like I said, some things are not meant to be known, right? I really wish they were meant to be known. Oh, man. But it's just the way it has to work. It has to play out this way. All right? So we'll get the read on when I get back home. Good read. All right? See y'all. See y'all. Beloved sisters and my brother on the return.